This girl noticed her golden retriever holding a kitten in its mouth. No matter what she did, the dog wouldn't let go. At first she was really confused, until she saw the golden retriever feeding the kitten's milk. That's when she realized the truth. The dog had taken the kittens as her own babies. She was taking care of them like a real mom. Meanwhile, the mother cat didn't seem to care at all. Then one day the owner came home and saw something she could hardly believe. The golden retriever was nursing the kittens, and the mother cat was feeding the golden retriever's puppies. It was like they made a deal, swapped babies and took turns raising them. Such a heartwarming moment. And this dog also loves taking care of kittens. When the girl saw the dog take a kitten from the mama cat, she was really confused. She told the dog to put the kitten down, but it didn't listen at all. Instead, it grabbed another kitten and took both back to its own little bed. Now the kittens are lying with the puppies, and when the mama cat saw her babies were taken, she didn't seem to care at all. That's when the girl finally understood. It was the mama cat's first time having babies, and she didn't really know how to take care of them. So the kind dog decided to help out and give the mama cat a little break. If you think this dog is amazing, tap that like button. Next, this dog actually stole a kitten. Not long ago, its owner found a stray kitten, but she already had a cat at home, so she gave the kitten to her friend. But unexpectedly, while everyone was busy, the golden retriever made a sneaky decision. It quietly hid the kitten inside its owner's bag and carefully covered it with clothes. When it was time to go home, it even offered to carry the bag innocently. Back at home, the girl finally discovered the dog had smuggled the kitten back. It looked at her with pleading eyes, asking to keep the kitten. She had no choice but to say yes. From that day on, the golden retriever became the kitten's full-time nanny. It massaged the kitten's belly, helped it go to the bathroom, and even taught it to use the litter box, just like a cat mom. Every time the kitten was hungry, the dog would carry it and bring it to the girl, sometimes even waking her up at night just to feed the kitten. Looks like this dog really loves kittens, and this cat is the closest friend of the dog's. Look, this cat grew up with a group of dogs. She loves sleeping right in the middle of them. She often sneaks in while they are fast asleep. Whenever the owner can't find her, they just wake up one of the dogs, and there she is tucked in between them. Then one day, one of the dogs had a litter of puppies. The cat instantly curled up with them. She started helping take care of the puppies, gently comforting them. Yes, sometimes cats also love dogs, just like this cat. Its 16-year-old dog friend suffers from severe dementia. He often twitched without control, but luckily, the cat quietly takes care of it. Afraid the dog might fall, the cat used his own body like a cane, helping the dog walk steady step by step. Whenever the dog was about to fall, the cat would rush over, using his body as a soft cushion to catch his best friend. When the dog's body started shaking, the cat would comfort him, helping him calm down. The cat never left him, not even for a second. He slept beside him, keeping him warm. Even when the dog could no longer play like before, the cat still found ways to make him smile again. 2 years later, the dog finally said goodbye to his friend, but the cat still stayed in their little bed, quietly guarding all the memories they shared together. This cat shows us what a true friend really is. And the next dog was healed by a kitten after losing her babies. This dog gave birth to several puppies, but sadly, none of them survived. She fell into depression and started treating a stuffed toy like her own puppy. Her owner wanted to adopt some puppies to heal the emptiness in her heart, but he could only find a few newborn kittens. When he introduced the kittens to the dog, something amazing happened. She accepted the kittens and started caring for them like her own babies. Just like that, they became a warm and loving family. Then this cat saved the life of her dog friend. His golden retriever is having a seizure. Another dog tries to help, but there's nothing it can do. The owner watches helplessly as the dog keeps shaking. Hope seems lost. Then suddenly this cat shows up. It hugs the dog's back tightly, trying to calm it down, but the owner thinks the cat is hurting the dog and shoos it away. The cat doesn't give up though. It comes back to comfort the seizing dog. A few seconds later, the dog's seizure stops and it survives. But guess what? The cat's hero moment. But it is not only kittens. Dogs can also become family with big cats. Look, this golden retriever is the most powerful animal in the zoo. Even if she bites a tiger, the tiger will never fight back. If anyone tries to hurt her, they must face her children's revenge. Yes, these strong tigers are actually her children. When they were born, their real mother abandoned them. It was this golden retriever who took them in. She cared for them like they were her own. She fed them. She protected them. She loved them. Soon, the little tigers grew into big strong cats. Even though they are much bigger than her now, they still rely on their dog mom. No matter where she goes, they follow her closely, like babies who never want to let go. When the tigers start to fight, the dog mom runs in to stop them. Even though she is small, the tigers always listen to her, because to them, she will always be mom. After seeing the stories of cats and dogs, this dog also wants to be friends with the cats. However, because he is a little too enthusiastic, he often ends up bothering the cats. So now none of them want to hang out with him. He even made this yellow cat really mad. Every time she sees him, she tries to hit him. The dog feels so sad about it. So the owner came up with an idea. He bought a can of catnip, then put the dog in the water, and started bathing him with catnip. After soaking for half an hour, something amazing happened. All the cats surrounded the dog. They started licking his fur like crazy. They were obsessed with the smell. The dog got super shy. Even the yellow cat couldn't resist it. She kept sticking to him all the time. But the catnip only lasts for 2 hours. Once the smell faded away, the yellow cat suddenly realized she had been licking that dumb dog. She got so embarrassed and angry, and immediately beat him up. And this next dog argues with his friend every single day. Look, 2 dogs are arguing through a glass door, as if they were sworn enemies. But suddenly, the thirsty corgi calls for a break, comes in for a sip of water. Everyone thinks the fight is over, but soon after, when the owner opens the door, the corgi charges at the golden retriever. But when they meet, nothing happens at all, until the corgi walks behind the glass again. Strangely, their owner says they actually get along really well, but as long as there is a glass door between them, they start arguing again. Not only that, cats and dogs sometimes fall into the same trouble. For example, getting their food bowls blown up by their owners. Look, when the owner set off fireworks, he decided to prank his dog. He blew up the dog's favorite bowl. The dog was heartbroken. It protested with silent anger. Even though the owner kept apologizing, the dog refused to forgive. It even carried the broken bowl, trying to report it to the police. Even after coming home, it was still crying for its beloved bowl. However, the owner did not care. He even thought it was funny. This made the dog even more upset, so it decided to take revenge. It went to the kitchen, grabbed the owner's bowl, then climbed onto a stool and shattered all of the owner's bowls. It barked angrily at the owner, showing how furious it was. Finally, the owner understood how the dog felt. He bought the dog 10 bigger bowls. This made the dog very happy. And even better, the owner made a special gold bowl for the dog. The dog was overjoyed. It finally forgave the owner. And this cat runs into the same prank. Look, the owner wanted to test a new firework using the cat's bowl. So he used some grass to distract the cat and secretly took the bowl away. But while playing, he accidentally launched the bowl into the pond. The owner felt super guilty, so he explained everything to the cat. But after hearing that, the cat got really mad, ran straight downstairs, and swore to never talk to him again. The owner had no choice. He got the cat a huge new bowl and filled it with food. But the cat did not like it because the bowl was not silver. So the owner had an idea. He stole the dog's silver bowl and gave it to the cat, telling it this was its original bowl. From then on, the cat became obsessed with the bowl. It even hugged it while sleeping and carried it everywhere it went. The owner was speechless. The next day, the cat somehow found itself an even bigger silver bowl. But this bowl was way too big. The cat could not move it at all. The owner would not let it use the big bowl either. The cat got mad and ran away, but it came up with an idea. The next day, the owner found out the cat had secretly stolen its own little bowl, just so it could use the big one. Besides blown up bowls, cats and dogs also love scaring their owners. Look, one night this guy got up. The room was too dark. He tripped over his dogs and fell hard. To avoid this happening again, he installed a light strip under his bed. He thought problem solved, but at night, his dogs looked terrifying. The man thought maybe it was the color of the lights, so he changed it, but that only made them look scarier, like creatures crawling out of hell. The man knew this was not gonna work, so he ordered a sound-activated light online, but he got the wrong size. He bought an oversized one. He still did not realize how bad this was, until that night, one of his dogs made a noise. Now the man does not have to worry about lights anymore, because he is almost blind. Cats do the same. Look, this guy always steps on his cats at night, so he installed LED strips under his bed, hoping to see them before he steps. But at night, his cats looked terrifying. He thought maybe it was the color, so he changed the light. But somehow, the cats looked even scarier. Then he had another idea. He put glowing shoes on the cats, thinking it would help him spot them. But in the dark, they looked like demons from the underworld. Finally, he came up with a smart solution. He installed sound-activated lights under the bed. Problem solved. evolved, until he started snoring at night. The lights kept turning on, and the cats couldn't sleep at all. The next morning, one of them even had dark circles under its eyes. But did you know, cats and dogs actually drink water in completely different ways. When you watch at normal speed, they look almost the same, but when you slow it down, you will see that when a cat drinks, its tongue curls outward, it flicks the water upward, then pulls it into its mouth. That is why kittens always make a mess when drinking milk. Dogs do the exact opposite. When a dog drinks, its tongue curls inward, like a little spoon, scooping the water into its mouth. Not only that, their tongues are completely different. A cat tongue has tiny barbs, so when they lick you, it feels rough, but that is actually their way of marking you, meaning you are mine. A dog tongue is smooth, and dogs lick their owners because they are excited. It is their way of showing love. Besides that, the meaning of a wagging tail is also very different. A dog wagging its tail usually means happy or friendly, but a cat wagging its tail often means annoyed or upset, or that it has spotted its prey. So, do you prefer cats or dogs?